Most travelers think the price of their airline ticket is exactly what they get: a seat, a carry-on bag, and hopefully an on-time flight. But here's something many people never discover. Airlines often offer helpful services completely free of charge, yet very few passengers ever ask for them. Some can make long airport walks much easier. Others can reduce stress during connections, and a few can make your entire journey far more comfortable. The surprising part? Many of these services aren't advertised. If you don't know they exist, you'll probably never use them. In this video, you'll discover some of the best free airline perks that travelers over 50 should know about before their next trip. Before we get started, if you enjoy practical travel tips like these, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Every week, we share simple ways to help travelers over 50 save money, avoid common travel mistakes, and enjoy more comfortable trips. And if you find this video helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a like. It lets me know you'd like to see more videos like this. Now, let's get into it. Perk number 1, free airport assistance. Many travelers think airport assistance is only for people in wheelchairs. That simply isn't true. Most airlines offer complimentary mobility assistance for passengers who have difficulty walking long distances, standing for extended periods, or navigating large airports. You don't have to be completely unable to walk. Many travelers over 50 use this service after surgery, because of arthritis, or simply because walking several miles through a large airport has become exhausting. The best part? In most cases, it's completely free. You simply request it when booking your ticket or contact the airline before your flight. Perk number 2, early boarding. Not every airline offers early boarding based on age alone, but many airlines invite passengers who requested assistance or who need a little extra time to board before the main crowd. This allows you to settle into your seat without feeling rushed. You also have a better chance of finding space in the overhead bins. If you think boarding early would make your journey easier, don't hesitate to ask politely. The worst answer you can receive is no. Perk number 3, bringing someone through security with you. Here is a benefit that many travelers have never heard about. At some airports, passengers who need additional assistance may be able to request what is sometimes called a gate pass or escort pass. This allows a family member or trusted person to accompany them through security and sometimes all the way to the departure gate. This can be especially helpful for travelers who need assistance navigating the airport, passengers who feel uncomfortable traveling alone, or anyone who simply needs extra support before boarding. However, this is not available at every airport or airline. Security rules vary depending on the location, but it is always worth asking. Many travelers assume the answer is automatically no, when sometimes the option exists. Perk number 4, your medical equipment may not count as baggage. This next perk can save both money and stress. If you travel with medical equipment, many travelers do not realize that these items are often handled differently from normal luggage. Things like CPAP machines, wheelchairs, walkers, canes, and certain medical devices. A common mistake is assuming these items will use up your regular baggage allowance. In many cases, approved medical equipment is transported separately. The key is preparation. Before your trip, contact the airline. Ask about their specific rules, and make sure your equipment is documented correctly. This simple step can prevent confusion at the airport. Perk number 5, You may get a better seat without paying extra. Many travelers today pay extra just to choose a seat. And sometimes that makes sense. But there are situations where you may be able to receive a better seat without paying additional fees. For example, if the flight is not full, if there are empty seats available, or if you have a genuine comfort or mobility concern, a gate agent may be able to help. This could mean moving closer to the front, finding an aisle seat, or choosing a location that makes the flight easier. Of course, there are no guarantees, but many passengers make the mistake of never asking. A polite request at the right moment can sometimes make a big difference. Try saying, "If there are any more comfortable seating options available, I would really appreciate your help." Perk number 6, free security assistance through TSA Cares. If you are flying within the United States, there is a free program many travelers have never heard about. It is called TSA Cares. This program helps travelers who may need additional assistance during the security screening process. It can be useful for passengers with medical conditions, disabilities, mobility challenges, or travelers who simply need extra guidance navigating security. The key is planning ahead. You usually need to contact TSA before your trip rather than arriving at the airport and expecting immediate assistance. And even if you are not traveling in the United States, many airports around the world offer similar support services. The lesson is simple. Do not assume you have to handle everything alone. Ask what assistance is available before your journey begins. These first 6 perks are already enough to make many trips easier, but there are still more benefits that many travelers over 50 never ask for. In the next part, we'll look at hidden ways to make flights more comfortable, reduce stress, and avoid unnecessary costs. Perk number 7, special meals can make your flight easier. The next airline perk is something many travelers overlook: special meals. Now, this is not just about food preferences. Many airlines offer special meal options for passengers with specific dietary needs. This can include low-sodium meals, diabetic-friendly meals, gluten-free options, vegetarian meals, and other requests depending on the airline. But here is something many passengers don't realize. Special meals are often served before the regular meal service begins. That means you don't have to wait while the crew serves everyone row by row. The important part is timing. Special meals usually need to be requested before your flight. Don't wait until you are already sitting on the plane. Check your airline's website after booking and see what options are available. Perk number 8, you may not have to pay for a gate-checked bag. One of the biggest frustrations on modern flights is overhead bin space, especially when airlines have reduced the amount of free luggage passengers can bring on board. Many travelers worry, what happens if there is no room for my bag? The good news is that when overhead bins are full, airlines will often offer gate checking for carry-on bags at no additional cost. Instead of forcing your bag into an already crowded space, your luggage is tagged at the gate and placed in the aircraft's cargo area. For travelers over 50, this can actually be a benefit. You don't have to lift a heavy bag above your head, you don't have to fight for space, and you can board knowing your belongings are taken care of. But keep in mind, if you have a valuable item, medication, or important documents, always keep those with you in a personal bag. Perk number 9, airlines may help with difficult connections. Connecting flights are one of the most stressful parts of modern air travel. Large airports, short connection times, and unexpected delays can create a lot of anxiety. But many travelers make one mistake. They wait too long before asking for help. If your first flight is delayed or your connection looks difficult, speak with the airline as soon as possible. Do not wait until the last minute. Depending on the situation, airline staff may be able to help you find your next gate, provide directions through the airport, assist with rebooking if you miss your connection, or explain your available options. The earlier you ask, the more possibilities there usually are. Perk number 10, call the airline after you book your ticket. Here is one of the simplest travel hacks, and one that surprisingly few people use. After booking your flight online, call the airline. Many travelers assume the booking process is finished once they receive their confirmation email. But a quick conversation with the airline can sometimes help you arrange important details. Things like special assistance, medical equipment information, meal requests, mobility support, travel notes on your reservation. A 5-minute phone call before your trip can prevent hours of frustration later. Experienced travelers know that planning ahead is often more valuable than trying to fix problems at the airport. Perk number 11, know what to say when the airline says no. Now we come to one of the most valuable skills any traveler can learn, knowing how to ask for help. Because sometimes the answer will be no, and the way you respond can make a big difference. Instead of saying, "Why can't you do this?" try, "Is there another option available?" Instead of, "I need a better seat," try, "Would it be possible to see if there are any other seating options?" Airline employees deal with thousands of frustrated passengers. A calm and respectful conversation often creates a much better chance of finding a solution. You may not always get exactly what you want, but you are much more likely to receive help. Perk number 12, asking the right questions. The final perk may sound simple, but it is probably the most powerful one, knowing what to ask. Many travelers over 50 have years of travel experience, but airlines have changed. The rules are different, the technology is different, and many helpful services are no longer automatically offered. The best travelers are not necessarily the ones who spend the most money. They are the ones who prepare. They ask questions, and they know what options are available. Before your next flight, consider asking, "Is there any assistance available that could make my journey easier? Are there any services I should request before arriving at the airport? Is there anything included with my ticket that I may not know about?" Sometimes the difference between a stressful trip and a comfortable one is simply knowing what to ask for. Flying after 50 does not have to be complicated. In fact, with the right information, it can become easier and more comfortable than ever. The biggest mistake many travelers make is assuming that airlines will automatically tell them about every available service. Often, they won't. But now you know what to look for. From airport assistance to better seating to services that can reduce stress and save money. A smarter traveler is not someone who knows every rule. It is someone who knows what questions to ask. If you found this video helpful, there are more practical travel tips waiting for you here on this channel. Every week, we share ways to help travelers over 50 travel with more confidence, comfort, and less stress. Safe travels.